Good morning, YouTube and viewers. My name is Eddie Walker Jr., and as a result of retaliation from the Los Angeles Police Department and members of the government regarding my incarceration on a case number Los Angeles County TA005544, I prepared a statement that I would like to read, and I would hope that you can visit the site on YouTube under the video TA005544 live scan documents and the appellate court's involvement in the scandal. They are currently um, pouring chemicals around my house around the clock, and they've been trying to kill me for a long time now. I believe that this year they are going to make it their priority. So I have to read this statement that I would like to get out to you. And please go to YouTube and look at those videos that I just mentioned. This is titled Hoax Trial Scheme in California Sends Two Men to Prison Without Being Questioned, Arrested, Printed, or Convicted. My name is Eddie Walker Jr. The case I am about to relay undoubtedly will sound like an episode of The Twilight Zone, but is 100% true with documents and resignations to confirm it. On March 25th, 1990, a shooting occurred in Los Angeles, California, leaving three people, Dennis Moore, Larry Moore, and Evangeline Flores, wounded. A police report was taken naming four individuals as suspects. On that report dated 3/26/1990, LA County TA005544, officers said that I followed that car in my own vehicle that did the shooting but was not a shooter yelling out something. I was charged with 3 counts of attempted murder and was sitting in the LA County jail awaiting trial. I was not charged with any other crime, was not the subject of any investigation, questioned, printed, read or write, or arrested for any other offense. As I awaited trial, another man named Bobby Glenn McClellan, who had been arrested on a charge unrelated to this, which had been dropped, was held on a parole hold. With with the same circumstances, he was made a co-defendant, being without arrest, without being printed, etc. Same as me. His parole hold was later dropped and he was being held without charge in the Los Angeles County Jail. The proceedings were conducted under the cover of my 3/25/1990 arrest, which was the only documentation the state of California knew of and claimed jurisdiction. Several actors, including municipal and superior court judges, prosecutors, and the attorneys provided by the public defender's office, added 4 additional counts against me for a shooting dated December 29th, 1989, and four against Mr. McClellan. The case went to trial and ended in a mistrial. TA005544 was not refiled, and the proceedings ended. Me and Mr. McClellan were supposed to be released at that moment, but weren't. The LA County Sheriff's Department kept us without charge and sent us to a probation officer who took a report and returned me to lockup. I was then shipped off to prison 2 months later with no documentation. I was kept in the Wasco State Prison Administrative Segregation Unit for 2 weeks until District Attorney Linda Ann Bushling sent false, unofficial paperwork to the Department of Corrections, which she had filed with the California Department of Justice. Seeing the case number LA County TA005544 was a mistrial, that case number, they listed the fabricated counts and alleged victims to it, and they logged it into our Prison Central files. In 2007, I appeared before the parole board for my initial parole hearing, and the system computed TA005544 not as a mistrial, but as my commitment offense. Realizing this was untrue, the hearing was conducted using the probation officer's report. There was never a sentencing by the court, so there was no standard document to proceed in the normal fashion. I was denied parole and contacted District Attorney Linda Ann Bushling directly, accusing her of fabricating my documentation. She wrote me back threatening to charge me with additional charges if I didn't stop contacting her. Bobby Glenn McClellan had hired a private investigator in 2007 and, based on his findings, filed a civil rights complaint with the Los Angeles Police Department against the officers involved and also the prosecutor. Linda Ann Bushling was forced to resign and was disbarred with a stipulation that she is never allowed to practice law again in the state of California. She was given a pension, $18,000 a month. Bobby and I were not informed, nor were we released. We languished in prison. I spent 24 years in prison, 3 on parole when I was released, and Bobby spent 27 years in prison and 3 years on parole when he was released. I am currently being targeted by the agencies above, and all avenues leading to um, Head District Attorney George Gascon are being blocked by his own deputies to prevent this information from reaching review, as mandated in his December 7, 2020 Special Directive 2010 HABLIT. I am seeking to clear my name of these false convictions District Attorney Linda Ann Bushling filed with the Department of Justice. The DOJ has admitted on my live scan document that there are no arrests or fingerprints from law enforcement, nor were they given at any time by the prosecutor when she filed. The DOJ has stated that these changes can only be changed by the court, law enforcement, or the prosecutor. With the resignation of Linda Ann Bushling and her being disbarred, the state of California has demonstrated their bias and unwillingness to cooperate due to the stipulation and the pension given to her, and which expresses this to be in their best interest to remain buried. I therefore have no other alternative but to bring this matter before the eyes and the ears of the public. If you aren't outraged by this as much as I am, knowing that one of you can be just pulled over in the streets, taken by the police, and end up in prison for decades, and someone can just walk up and add this onto your prison record without you having the ability to have it taken off, is shocking. This information was brought to my attention by Bobby Glenn McClellan after his investigative report and when he filed his civil action. Since then, every politician has taken it in their hands to make sure that we do not get this information out to you. As I said, the court system now is being used as a scheme to do whatever they want to, and they have no oversight to protect you, just as though they had none to protect me. So please like this video, share it, get it out. Let the public know what is going on, and let's ask for some change in this system. And if George Gascon is watching this video, all of your deputies know about this. We have been trying to knock on your door for the longest, and they've been keeping us back. You promised that you were going to clean up this mess, and I'm asking that you do that. LA County TA005544 is a case that is probably the most widespread corrupted display of injustice that you can put your finger on. And if it costs me my life, I'm going to continue to ask that this be looked into. So please share this video and get this out. Thank you.